James Harden delivered a resilient and commanding performance, scoring 20 points while logging a team-high 47 minutes in a gritty Game 6 victory that kept the Los Angeles Clippers' playoff hopes alive and forced a decisive Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets. Harden's endurance and leadership were on full display as he shouldered responsibility in a physically and emotionally taxing contest, showing flashes of his former MVP-caliber dominance. Alongside him, Kawhi Leonard added 27 crucial points, continuing his run as a reliable postseason anchor for a Clippers squad seeking their first playoff series win of the current campaign. The pressure now shifts to Game 7, where Harden finds himself at a familiar crossroads, a moment that could redefine his legacy or further deepen the criticisms that have long shadowed his postseason narrative. Historically, Game 7 has not been kind to Harden. Over his last 4 such appearances, he has averaged just 16 points on a dismal 33% shooting, including a mere 15% from beyond the arc, while turning the ball over more than 4 times per game. His most recent memory in a Game 7, a 9-point -30 performance against the Boston Celtics in 2023, remains fresh in the minds of many, serving as a stark reminder of the gap between regular season brilliance and playoff reliability. Yet despite those struggles, Harden has a chance to rewrite the script. The Clippers have battled through adversity this season, from Paul George's absence to coaching changes and internal reconfigurations, and Harden has quietly been one of the team's most dependable pieces. With Tyronn Lue guiding the bench and veteran coach Jeff Van Gundy aiding the staff, the infrastructure around Harden is strong. But make no mistake, the weight of Game 7 rests squarely on his shoulders. This moment represents more than just another playoff test. It's a referendum on Harden's career narrative. Often celebrated for his offensive ingenuity, Harden has rarely escaped the criticisms that follow his postseason shortcomings. This game offers a rare opportunity for redemption. If he can lead the Clippers past the reigning champion Nuggets, especially in the altitude of Denver and against the likes of Jamal Murray, a proven playoff assassin, Harden's name could begin to echo differently in the halls of NBA playoff history. It's not just about statistics anymore. It's about impact, poise, and the ability to deliver when everything is on the line. Kawhi Leonard's health and continued excellence give Los Angeles a fighting chance, as does Norman Powell's late career surge and Ivica Zubac's tenacious interior defense, especially his effort in neutralizing Nikola Jokic during key stretches. But none of it will matter if Harden disappears under the spotlight once again. His offensive orchestration is vital, not just for his own scoring, but for generating clean looks for shooters like Powell and managing the tempo against Denver's versatile defense. In this chess match, Harden is both the knight and the king, able to shift momentum with a crossover or collapse the defense with a drive, but vulnerable if he fails to read the board. Beyond the basketball, their subplots thick with tension and narrative fuel. Denver, despite being the defending champion, carries its own ghosts, notably the sting of blowing a Game 7 at home last postseason. Their championship core remains intact, led by the ever-dominant Jokic and the ever-clutch Jamal Murray. On the other side, Russell Westbrook's presence adds fire to the story as he faces off against a franchise that once gave up on him. Harden, meanwhile, is not just playing for pride. He's playing for his next contract. He becomes a free agent after the season, and every dribble in this series is part of his case to the league, that he is still elite, still reliable, still worth investing in. Even in Game 6, as heroic as Harden was, he committed a pair of errant turnovers late in the game that nearly cost Clippers the win, reminders of the fine line he walks. It's those lapses, not the highlights, that critics remember. Game 7 offers a perfect storm: pressure, history, expectation, and perhaps more importantly, the chance for Harden to finally change the conversation. His career has been a paradox, one of immense talent and frustrating inconsistency when it matters most. The accolades are undeniable, the numbers historic, but the doubts remain stubborn. This is the moment that could separate the past from the future, the perception from reality. The Clippers will need every ounce of Harden's brilliance, composure, and leadership if they are to advance. They cannot win this Game 7 in Denver if he fades into the background. And for James Harden, one of the most polarizing, electrifying figures in modern NBA history, there may never be another chance quite like this to silence the doubts once and for all.